Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum to all my students. Students, so far we were discussing about the chapter number 3, common fractions. So today we will also continue from the same chapter, that is chapter number 3, common fractions. But before starting today's lecture, I want to discuss two things with all of you, two most important things with all of you. Okay, students, please listen to me very carefully. Number one is about the forms, online forms that have been posted on your Google Classroom as well as on your WhatsApp IDs. Okay, first of all, I would like to talk about you about the forms that we have posted. What you have to do, you simply have to fill that form and submit it online. Okay, it is must, it is necessary because it is your registration form to get registered yourself for online classes. Okay, next is the last date for the submission of form is 8 July, Wednesday, that is tomorrow. Okay, the second most important thing that I want to ask you, I want to discuss with you is about the irrelevant IDs that I am posting regular basis on your Google Classroom. If you remember about the irrelevant IDs, students, please rename your IDs and please use only one ID. Okay, please use only one ID. In Google Classroom, we have a lot of ID. Just suppose I'm going to give the name of Saad Suhail here. Saad Suhail, he is from 6D, but in my attendance list, in which I mark your attendance, his name is Muhammad Saad. So there is a big difference between Saad Suhail and Muhammad Saad, and there are more than two IDs of Saad Suhail in Google Classroom. So beta, what you have to do, you just use only one ID with the proper name, the name which is on your ID cards. Okay, use that name. If there your name is Muhammad Saad, so kindly use that name. Okay, do not write Saad Suhail and whatever. Just suppose we have Nida Fatma Rizvi. We have complete name Nida Fatma Rizvi in the attendance list. So please use that complete name. Okay, and if you have any other irrelevant ID, please delete from there. Please delete your IDs from there. It's my humble request. Yesterday I posted only one warning. Today I will again post a warning, and tomorrow I will post the third and the last warning, and after that I will block all those irrelevant IDs. Okay, I will block all those irrelevant IDs. So students, please, what I am trying to say, please rename your IDs or delete all the irrelevant IDs. Your parents' IDs, your mother's IDs, your sister, brothers, whatever the IDs there, please remove that ID and please the ID with your name, with your complete name that is written on your ID cards. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Especially Saad Suhail, Nida Fatma. And okay, you have two IDs, Nida Fatma. There you have two IDs. So you have to delete one from there. Beta, please tell me. Yes, you have to fill the form only one time, whether you will fill the form on Google Classroom or on WhatsApp group. If you fill that form in WhatsApp group, so you will not able to fill the form in Google Classroom. Is that clear? Where are the rest of the students? Only Nida Fatma and Javeria Babar is replying. Where are rest of the students? I think Nida Fatma and Javeria Babar is active. Okay, that's good. Now, I'm going to start your lecture again. So, this is your lecture number 8. This is your lecture number 8 of class 6 mathematics, and I am your teacher, Miss Falakna. So, let's begin today's lecture. So first we will recap our previous lecture. Recap matlab, means what we have learned so far. So what we have learned so far, we have learned two topics in our last lecture. Number one is multiplication of fractions, and the second is division of fractions. We have discussed these two topics in our last class, and today we will continue the chapter number 3, common fractions. And what will be the today's lecture content? What we are going to learn or what we are going to study today? Number one is the mixed operations of the four fundamental operations. Okay, mixed operations means operations. What are operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, these are different types of operation, and these are the fundamental operations. Okay, the fundamental operations are what? Addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. And if you have a problem in which all these mixed operations are present, so how will you solve it? So you are going to learn it today. Next is the fraction of compound quantities. This is the second topic. So today we will cover only two topics. So first we will start from the topic number one, that is the mixed operation of the four fundamental operations. Okay, mixed operation of the four fundamental operations. So if you want to solve, if you have any question in which you have all the operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If you have all the operations in a single problem, so what you will do, you will apply the DMAS rule. Okay, DMAS rule. So what is DMAS rule? When a problem involve all the operations, if you have any problem at that involve all the operations, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, then there is an agreed formula denoted by DMAS. Okay, this is the formula that we said, DMAS. If you have a mixed operations, like operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So for this, if you have any problem in which all these four fundamental operations are there, so you will apply a formula with the name DMAS, okay, which mathematicians follow. In DMAS, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. Okay, then okay, so this is your DMAS rule. So how will you use this DMAS rule? Now look at here and listen. DMAS represent the order of operation. Order of operation means from which operation you will start and at which operation you will end. So in DMAS, first you will solve the division, then second you will solve the multiplication, third you will solve addition, and the last is the subtraction. However, the operation of addition and subtraction can be performed together. Means according to this formula, in the first step, you will solve the sign of division. You will solve the operations of division. Then in the next step, you will solve the operation of multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Okay. So students, today you will learn how to solve the problems involving four fundamental operations. So here you have an example. If you look very carefully, here you have an example, that is 1 plus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 upon 3 divided by 5 upon 6. Means here what you have different fractional values as well as whole number values, and you have all the operations here. Yeah, here you have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So how will you solve it? So I'm going to show it through the video. I hope it is clear to all of you. Students, is that clear to all of you? Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me, is that clear? So that I can start without wasting a time. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to start. Now look at here. Here, what you do, class, please, when you are going to start any of your work, first write down your date here. Then on the red line, if you are going to attempt any example or any exercise number, so please write it down here. Okay. Now, look at here. What you have here, you have a question, simplify. Here you have these questions. Now, what you will do, you will simply solve it. Now, how will you solve it? Now, listen to me. First, you will solve according to D mass rule. First, you will solve the division sign. So here you have the division sign here. So for division, what you will do? So for division, what you will do? You will reciprocal it. Okay, you will reciprocal it means you will make your denominator your numerator and your numerator your denominator. In step number one, you will only convert the sign of division into the sign of multiplication. Rest of the things will remain same. So what, how I will write? 1 plus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 multiply by 2 upon 3. Here you have the sign of division. So you will convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of 5 upon 6 into 6 upon 5. Okay. Now, here if you look very carefully, now the next thing is here you have no sign of division left here. So you will move on to the next one, that is multiplication. Okay, now you will move on to the multiplication. So what you will do for multiplication, first you will divide which fractions are multiplying with each other. If I look here very carefully, so 1 upon 2 multiply by 2 upon 3 multiply by 6 upon 5. So they are multiplying with each other. So what I will do, I will make the brackets here to make my calculation easier. Means it will clear for me that I have to multiply only these fractions, not these one. Why? Because they are the they are in between them there is a sign of addition and subtraction. Okay, so please forget about addition and subtraction. Kindly focus on multiplication. Okay, now after making brackets, you can easily cancel it. Okay, what you will do, you will do the cancellation here. How? 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, next which will be cancelled? 3 into 1 is 3 and 3 into 2 is 6. You will cancel only one denominator with one numerator. Similarly, one denominator and one numerator. Okay, now next is what I will do, I will write all the numbers. These fractions will remain same. Okay. Now what is left here? What is left here? Here we have nothing will be left here. So we will multiply all the numerators just like this. Okay. Now what we will do, we will multiply all the numerators and all the denominators. So after multiplying, what I will get here? 1 plus 1 upon 2 minus. Okay, 2 multiplied by 1, 1 multiplied by 1 is 2, 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. So 2, 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So it will become 5. Now I will not place a sign of bracket here because my this operation has been completely solved here. Okay, that's why I'm not going to place a sign of multiplication here. Okay, now after multiplication, what I'm seeing here, here I have 1 plus 1 upon 2 minus 2 upon 5. If you look very carefully, here you have sign of addition and here you have sign of subtraction. For addition and subtraction, how will you solve it? For addition and subtraction, what you will do, you will make their denominators common. If you want to add 1 plus 1, so what you will do, you will make the denominator common. But if you look here, there is no denominator. So what we will do, we will assume that our denominator is 1. Okay. Now what we have to do, if you have the sign of multiplication, you will simply cancel your denominators and numerator. But if you have sign of addition and subtraction, you will make your denominators common. So how will you make your denominators common? I can easily pick here that we can make this 2 10, this 5 10, and this 1 is 10. So what I will do, I will multiply this by 10. Okay. Then I will multiply this numerator with also 10. Then what I will do, I will multiply this 2 by 5 and numerator with also 5, and this 5 is will with 2. So what I will get at the end, 1 multiplied by 10 is 10, minus 2 into 5 is 10, minus 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. Okay. Now 1 multiplied by 10 will become 10, 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, and 2 2s are 4. Okay. So now my all denominators are common here or same here. So what I will do, I will simply add or subtract them by making their denominators common. I will write all the numerator at once. I will not do here any cancellation, 10 ones are 10, 10 ones are 10, because in between them there is a sign of addition and here is a sign of subtraction. Okay. So you have to add it. Please do not confuse here that some of you, what will they do? They will cancel it, 10 into 1, 10 into 1. Please don't do this here, because here you have a sign of addition and subtraction. So you have to add them or subtract them. So here 10 plus 5 minus 4. Okay, next is 10 plus 5 will become 15, and 15 minus 4 upon 10, and then 15 minus 4 will become 11 upon 10. Okay, if you look here very carefully, 15 minus 4 will become 11 upon 10. This is an improper fraction. This is an improper fraction. So what will you do? You will go into the working column and convert it into the mixed fraction. 10 into 1 is 10. After subtracting, what I will get here? 1. So what will be my answer? What will be my answer here? 1 whole 1 upon 10. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? No. So we were doing this example, and now your answer is what? Here is the answer. That is 1 whole 1 upon 10. Okay. Now move on to the exercise number 3.5. I'm going to solve some more questions here. Okay. I'm going to solve some more questions here. So here you have exercise number 3.5. Okay. Here you have 6 divided by 6 plus 3 whole 1 upon 5 divided by 2 whole 12 upon 15 minus 1 whole 5 upon 7. So what you will do for that, again you will use here the DMAS rule. Again you will use here the DMAS rule, and I am going to again solve it on my notebook. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Oppo A83, please rename your ID and write down your name in the comment box. And please do not turn on your videos. Please, Oppo A83, whoever you are, I will not gonna mark your attendance because I did not recognize you. Now look at here. Again, whenever I'm going to start my work, how I will start? I will always write the date on the left corner of my copy. On the center line or on red line, I will write exercise number 3.1, and just suppose this is question number exercise number 3.5, question number 1. Okay. Oppo A83, I guess you are Haya from class 6. So please, Oppo, rename your ID I'm continuously asking you, otherwise I'm going to remove you. Okay. Now look at here. What you have to do here, again, you have mixed operations. Here you have different mixed operations. Here you have division, addition, division, and subtraction. So what I'm going to do, I am first, but what you have here, first of all, you have here improper mixed fraction. So you will convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction, keeping your fractions, keeping your operations same. Okay. Now 5 threes are 15. 15 plus 1 will become 16 upon 5, divided by 15 multiplied by 2 will be 15 multiplied by 2 will be 30. 30 plus 12 will become 42 upon 15, minus 7 into 1 is 7, plus 5 will become 12 upon 7. Now after converting them, what I will do, I will change the sign of division here. Here I have two sign of division, and I will convert it into the sign of multiplication. Iman, Hisham, please turn off your video. Okay, now I'm going to convert it into the sign of multiplication. How? By reciprocal it. 6 will remain same. Multiply by, I will reciprocal 6 in such a way that it will become 1 upon 6, plus it will be 16 upon 5. Okay. Then here again I have a sign of division, so I will convert it into the sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of 42 upon 15 into 15 upon 42. Then I have 12 upon 7. Now what I have to do, I will figure out what type of multiplication fractions are here. Here I have 6 multiplied by 1 upon 6 and then plus. So what I will do, I will make the bracket here because I have to multiply this one as well. Then I'm not going to add it in this step. What I will do here, I have 16 upon 5 multiplied by 15 upon 42. And here I have a sign of subtraction here. So I will multiply these things, forgetting about minus 12 upon 7. Iman, now look at here. After that, what I will do here, because I have a sign of multiplication, so I will cancel it. Okay, I will cancel it. I will not going to make the denominator same. So how I will cancel it? 6 into 1 is 6 and 6 into 1 is 6. Okay, is that clear? Then 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 and 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Okay, here you have 16 and 42, so you can divide it by 2. You can divide it by 2. How? 2 8s are 16 and 2 into 2 is 4 and 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, now what I'll get here? Here, if you look very carefully, what will be left here? 1 multiplied by 1 upon 1. So overall, what will be left here? 1. So I will just write here 1, then plus. Okay, now I will place the bracket here, and then I will write down my remaining quotients here, and they are this. And I will copy everything as it is. Now, if you look here, 8 and 21. So 8 and 21 cannot be divided by a single number, but 3 and 21. 3 and 21 can be divided by a single number, that is 3 itself. So what I will do, 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into 7 is 21. Simple. So now what I will write here, I will write again my questions. 8 upon 1 multiply by 1 upon 7 bracket minus 12 upon 7. Okay, now if you look very carefully, you cannot reduce them further. You cannot reduce them further. So simply you will multiply them. How? Just like this way. 8 multiplied by 1, and as well as you will multiply the denominators, keeping all the things same. Now what it will become? 1 plus 8 ones are 8 upon 7 into 1 is 7 minus 12 upon 7. Okay, now if you look very carefully, here your denominators are same, but what you have to do, you have to add this one as well. So what you will do, you will, first of all, you will assume here your denominator is 1. Okay, and now what you have to do, you have to make your denominator here common. 7 and 7 both are common, but what you have to do, you have to make this one 7, and it is so simple. How? 1 multiplied by 7 and 1 multiplied by 7, right? So what I will get here, 1 multiplied by 7 is 7 upon 7 minus 8 upon 7 minus 12 upon 7. All this thing will remain same here. Now simply here you have the sign of addition. Now after making the denominator common, what I will do, I will pick my denominator 7 and then simply add and subtract my numerators. So 7 plus 8, what it will become? 7 plus 8 will become 15 upon 7. Okay, 15 upon 7, and then you have 12. Okay, then I will move on to the next page, or yes, I'm going to move on to the next page. 15 minus 12 upon 7. So I'm going to move on my next page. What I have left there, 15 minus 12 upon 7. So 15 minus 12, what it will become? 3 upon 7. The students, this is my answer. Why this is my answer? Because why this is my answer? Because this is a proper fraction. This is a proper fraction. So I'm not going to convert it into the mixed fraction. Okay. Now, next I'm going to solve you some more questions from exercise number 3.1. Okay. I'm going to solve some more questions from 3.1, 3.5. This is the question that I have solved you, and that I have, and here is the answer. Here is a complete solution of the question that I have solved. Now move on to the next question, that is this one. Again you have a mixed fractions, and you have such sign of multiplication, division, minus, subtraction, or addition. So we will move on to the next topic. We will going to solve it, this question as well, and this is again belong to exercise number 3.5. Okay, now here it is. Again, listen to me very carefully how I will start. Listen to me very carefully how I will start. I will always write the date on the top, always write exercise number 3.5 and the question that I am going to attempt here. Now, I think it is very clear. In the first step, what we will do, we will convert this mixed fractions into improper fractions. Okay. Now, what will it will be? The sign of equality. So 5 multiplied by 4 is 20, and 20 plus 4 is 24 upon 5. Then 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7 upon 3, divided by 22 multiplied by 5 will become 110. Okay, 22 multiplied by 5 will become 110, and 110 plus 2 will become 112 upon 5. Then minus 3 upon 5, then plus 1 upon 10. Now here I have only one sign of division here, so I will make it this convert it into the sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of 112 over 5. Okay. Now 24 upon 5 multiplied by 7 upon 3 multiplied by 5 upon 1, 5 over 1, 5 over 112 minus 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10. Okay, now this is very clear. Here you have what? You have the multiplication signs here, and here minus and then plus. So what you will do? You will simply make the brackets here. Why you are making the brackets? So it will be clear to you that you have to multiply these fractions. Okay, according to Demar's rule, first you will do division and then multiplication. For multiplication, you will simply cancel your numerators and denominators. Now it is very clear. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 into 1 is 5. Okay. 3 into 1 is 3. And 3 multiplied by 8 will be 24. Nida Fatma, I will answer you at the end of the session. Okay. Now, what will be left here? 8 upon 1 multiplied by 7 upon 1 multiplied by 1 upon 112. All the things will remain same. Now, what you have to do here, simply you have 8 and 12, 112. So what you will do, 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8. So what will be left here? 3. So 8 fours are 32. So what will be left here? 8 upon 1 multiplied by 7 upon 1 multiplied by 1 upon 14 minus 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10. Okay, now if you look very carefully here, you have 7 and 14. So you can simply reduce it by 7. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So overall, what is left here? 8 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 and 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2 minus 3 upon 5. What's wrong with you, beta? Please tell me. Okay, here we have basically 1. Okay, here we have basically 1. So now we have here 1 upon 2. So it will be 1 upon 2 minus 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10. Okay, now look at here. What you have to do, again, you have to make your denominators common, and this is very simple. So 2 multiplied by 5, 5 multiplied by 2. So after that, what will it become? 1 upon 10 minus 3 twos are 6 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10. Now this step is very important. I am going to solve this step here. Look at to me very carefully. 5 upon 10 minus 6 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10. So what you will do, you will take your denominator common, that is 10. Then you will write 5 minus 6 plus 1. Okay, according to DMAS rule, what you have to do first, you have to add first. So you will arrange them. You will you will write all the numbers with addition signs. Okay, so here what you have, plus 5 and plus 10. So what you will do, you will write, okay, now what you will do, 5 plus 1 minus 6. Okay, minus 6 you will write at the end and it will be upon 10. Now 5 plus 1 is 6 minus 6 upon 10. So 6 minus 6 will be become 0 upon 10. If you are going to divide anything by 0, so what your answer will be? It is 0. Okay, 0 divided by 10 will become 0. 0 divided by 10 will become 0. Okay, Nida Fatma, I am coming to you now. Please tell me what's wrong with you. Nida Fatma, I am coming to you. Please tell me what's wrong with you. So here is the complete answer, the question that we have solved so far. And students, Nida Fatma, no, please, you no need to do this thing in your copy. Okay, I will give you the assignment today and you have to solve your assignment. Okay, you have to write it down in the assignment as well. And please, students, please try to understand me why I am going to explain. While I'm explaining anything, please do not interrupt me, miss. Please, please, please. It really makes confusion here. Okay, now that's the end. I am going to start your next topic, that is compound fractions, in the next class, because time is running out. And class, if you want to ask anything, please you can ask here. Student, if you want to ask any question, I am going to show you your assignment as well. Class, if you want to ask anything, Beta, I will provide you the assignment. I will provide you the assignment. Okay, and the assignment, the questions that was mentioning there, you have to attempt all those questions in your copies. It will, I will inform you, school management will inform you, Sarah, when we will return your copies. We will inform you each and everything. Is that clear? Anything else? Now I'm going to take your attendance. Anything else? Okay, now listen to me. Earlier, I have told you about the irrelevant IDs as well as the online form submission. So please, students, make it sure that you will rename your IDs and you have submit your form. Tomorrow is the last day. And Oppo A83, whoever you are, I am not going to mark your attendance because I did not recognize you. Oppo A84. Oppo A84. Okay, that's the end of the lecture. Okay, Mahat Kashif is asking, Miss Sari assignment 10 or 11 को submit कर. Yes, students, the assignment that will you will receive today as well as till Thursday, you have to submit all those assignment on 10th or 11th of July. Okay. Okay, Saad Suhail is okay. Thank you so much, beta. And please, Saad Suhail, please delete your all other IDs. Oman, I don't think so. It is too much. I don't think so. It is too much. Okay. And Saad Suhail, please rename your ID here as well. Okay, class. If you want to ask anything, please you can ask here. Okay. Now it's up to you. You can submit it on 10 or 11. But after that, negative marking will be done. Yes, class is finished and Oppo A83 is still, I'm asking your name. Who are you, beta? Please tell me your name. Write it down in the chat box. Oppo A83, please write down your name in the chat box. I will not mark your attendance. Okay, students, that's all for today's lecture. I'm going to end my session here. I hope you understand that today's topic. Okay. No, no.